Hello guys, hi. Welcome to all of you. Today we are discussing topic quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. It is very important for the various examinations and which is a scoring topic. So you say here let fx equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Here a not equal to 0. It is called the quadratic expression. It is called quadratic expression. Quadratic expression. And if ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, so this is called the quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. So first you write the general form of quadratic equation. General form of quadratic equation. So general form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So why it is called the quadratic? Because it's having the maximum degree 2. So it is called the quadratic equation. So any quadratic equation have maximum, it having maximum 2 roots, or you can say zeros, because maximum degree is 2. So maximum root will be 2. So now we can see these roots may be either real, you can say equal, or unequal, equal or unequal, or you can say it will be imaginary. Next we're talking about this nature of roots. What will be the nature of roots? So if we're talking about the nature of roots, we will discuss about discriminant. Discriminant. This is called the D. For equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, discriminant d equal to b square minus 4ac. Case 1, if d is greater than 0, that is b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, it means that if b square minus 4ac have a value greater than 0, then roots are real and unequal. Case 2, if d equal to 0, suppose that the value of d comes out to be 0, that is b square minus 4ac equal to 0. So roots are real and equal. You can also say roots are coincident, or you can say the coincident roots. Next case third, in which d will be less than 0. So if d is less than 0, so if case third, if d is less than 0, then b square minus 4ac is also less than 0, then roots be imaginary. So here we discuss about the imaginary roots. It is always remember that not point imaginary roots are always appears in pairs. So we note that imaginary roots are always appears in pairs. Let's suppose alpha plus iota b be one root of the quadratic equation, then alpha minus iota b be the other roots. Clear? So next we will discuss how these roots can be calculated or how we calculate the roots. For this we have to solve the quadratic equation, and if we solve the quadratic equation we will get the roots. Suppose that the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So if you find the value of x from here, this will be equal to minus b upon under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So you can write here x equal to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So here x having the two values, one x is minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and other root is minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. If you say this root is alpha and if you say this root is beta, let us suppose this is alpha and let us suppose this is beta. So if we will add them, so alpha plus beta equal to minus b under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a into minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, and here it is plus, so you have to write here plus. So now this minus, this is plus under root b square minus 4ac and minus b square minus 4ac, it will be cancelled out and you will get the result. So next we write here, you will get the result alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. Similarly, you can write alpha into beta equal to c by a, or you can write here minus b by a means minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square, and these are the constant terms divided by coefficient of x square. So this is the basic fundamental of the quadratic equation. In the next part we will discuss about the cubic equations and its roots and what will be their applications. Thank you.